Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. This video I'm going to be going over how to rank high in the YouTube search engine. So I'm actually very excited to share with you this information because I can almost guarantee that this strategy that I'm going to be going over is something that you probably have not heard of. It's a very simple yet very effective strategy that could really help your channel in the long term. I strongly believe that, and I believe that if you pay very close attention, you watch this video all the way to the very end, and you take action on this consistently, this is definitely something that's going to give you a huge edge over most of your competition. So very excited to get into this information, but if this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm always putting out new videos on a regular basis, Monday through Friday, that will show you how to do affiliate marketing, how to grow an online business, and how to create a passive income right online. So if you enjoy those kinds of videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below and take that bell icon so this way you can be notified whenever there is a brand new video on my channel. But without further ado, let's hop right into my computer over here and I'll show you exactly how you could do just that, how to rank your videos higher in the search engine. So let's get right into things. Alright, so real quick before I actually get into this strategy, I just want to mention that before you actually start using this strategy that I want to show you, there's something very important that I want to mention. So I recently put up 2 other videos on my channel. Well, actually they're not up yet because at the time that I'm filming this, they haven't actually been uploaded. But by the time this video is, of course, uploaded, these other 2 videos will be up there as well. So there's one video that I did about how to use the TubeBuddy Keyword Explorer. And then there's a second video that I did about how to find the best keywords for your YouTube videos. So what I highly recommend that you do is if you are just getting started, if you don't really know exactly how you're of course going about it when it comes to doing keyword research, it's very important that when you upload videos you're very strategic in terms of what type of keywords that you're of course going for. So if this sounds like a different language to you, what I would recommend is you go back and watch those other 2 videos. I'll try to include like a card up here where you could of course go back to one of them, or I will include links down in my description where you could actually go back and watch those 2 videos. So those 2 videos right there will give you a much better understanding of how to do keyword research, how to properly tag your videos, how to title your videos, how to structure your descriptions. All the type of stuff is going to be shown in those 2 videos. But this strategy right here is going to be specifically for once you have videos that are up on your channel already. So when you have a new video up, there is a few steps that you can of course take to help your videos rank higher. So I'm actually going to be showing you exactly step by step how to do this in this video. And what I actually want you to do is, if you are creating videos right now, if you are putting up content on a regular basis on your channel, what I want you to do is open up a new tab, go to your YouTube channel and go to your most recent video. So I'm actually going to be showing you step by step what to do to get your most recent video to rank better. And I want you to, of course, follow along in these footsteps, because this strategy that I'm actually going to be showing you right here, you probably have never heard of it, but it is something that if you act upon it and you're very consistent, it is something that can definitely help you a lot in the long term. So in my case, my most recent video here is called How to Do Amazon Affiliate Marketing Step-by-Step Tutorial 2020. So this is my most recent video on my channel at the time that I'm of course recording this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this video right here. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to give that a second to load up right there. But I'm also going to pause that because I don't want that to of course play through the little video there. But I'm going to give that a second to load up, and then I'm actually going to get started in terms of what we'll actually be doing here. So what you want to do is you want to first start off by watching your video pretty much in its entirety. I'd say especially if you are like a small channel and you're just getting started, what I would recommend is you watch your own video all the way through. Watch it all the way through, because YouTube is gonna see that, okay, if someone has watched your video all the way through, they're gonna see that it is getting engagement and someone's actually enjoying your video. That's of course how they're going to see it. Then what I also want you to do is like your own video. And then what you want to do is share your video on all the major social media platforms. So you could do it with, Twitter, Facebook, Blogger, Reddit, Tumblr, Pinterest, and then LinkedIn. These other ones you could of course just forget. So I recommend doing this even if you don't have an account for these different platforms here. What I recommend is setting up a social media account on each of these platforms, even if it's just for the sole purpose of sharing your video. So I'm actually going to pause this right now. I'm actually going to share this video on all the different platforms. So this first step right here is pretty self-explanatory. You can of course, figure this out yourself. Create a Twitter account, create a Facebook, create a Blogger, create a Reddit, Tumblr, all the type of stuff. So I'm actually going to be doing that right now. So I'm going to pause this real quick. All right, one more to go here. I'm on sharing this on LinkedIn. I'm going to add some hashtags to this real quick. Affiliate marketing, hashtag online marketing, hashtag product reviews, content marketing, all that type of stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on post. Okay, now that we've done that, then we can of course move on to the next step. I want to mention real quick the reason actually why we are sharing our videos on these different platforms. See, when you share a video on, Facebook, Twitter, any of these platforms, YouTube will see it as someone is of course watching your video, they've enjoyed it, and then they've decided to share your content with their audience. So if they see that your content is being shared on another platform, they of course see it as more people are going to be enjoying your videos, and then they are likely to push your content to to of course more people. So that's why I recommend doing this, because even if you aren't using these other platforms, you could at least use it to create backlinks for your YouTube video. So once you do that, then what you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to open up a little notepad. So I just opened up the little notes app on my Windows PC. So if you go to your search bar, my search bar currently isn't working for some reason. I got to get that fixed. But if you go to your search bar, type in notes, you'll find like a notepad app that you could use. And I just have like an untitled document that right here that I'm actually going to be using for this video. So what you want to do is you want to first start off by grabbing your watch link, which is the URL right at the top. You want to highlight the whole thing, press Control-C on your keyboard to copy the text, or you can, I think it's Command-C if you're on like a Mac computer. You copy the text, you come back over to your notepad, and then you just paste the link right in here. Then you want to hit Return twice or Enter twice if you're on a PC, and then you're going to want to go to you're going to want to click the Share button, and then you're going to want to grab the share link. So that would just be the regular URL, the regular link to your video right there. So you click on Copy, copies it to your clipboard, and then you go back to your notepad where you will then paste that link right in there. So now what you have is you have two links right here that both lead to your YouTube video. So now what you want to do is you want to minimize that, and then you want to open up a new tab, and then you want to go to Google Drive. So Google Drive is of course right in this little these little dots icon right here. You click on that, and then there's the Google Drive option right here. So we're going to open this up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use Google Properties to create backlinks for our YouTube video right here. So I've just opened up Google Drive, and the first thing that we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going to this new option right here. So we're going to click on New, and then it's going to bring up a list of different. Hold on, if that wants to hopefully load up. Okay, what you're gonna want to do is click on the option that says Google Docs. Now, this everything that I'm going to be showing you here, it may seem a bit overwhelming at first. So if you are just doing this for the first time, you may need to, of course, watch this video a few times to really get all the information to make sure that you're, of course, doing everything correctly. But once you get this down, you could pretty much do all of this stuff in like 10 minutes. It may seem overwhelming, may seem a bit tedious, but trust me when I tell you, this is something that can definitely help your channel really grow in the long term right here. So once you have your Google Doc opened, what you're going to want to do is head back over to your YouTube video, and then you're going to want to grab the main keyword that you are trying to rank for. So in my case, it's pretty much this entire title right here: How to Do Amazon Affiliate Marketing Step-by-Step Tutorial 2020. So this entire title is the keyword that I'm actually trying to rank for. So you're going to want to highlight that, press Control-C to copy it, and then you're going to want to name the Google Doc that specific keyword, just like that right there. And then what you're going to want to do is go back over to your YouTube video, and then scroll down a bit, and then you're going to want to copy the description in your video right there. So I'm going to click on Show More. And then I'm going to copy this entire description right here. So I'm going to scroll down a bit, and I'm going to highlight all this text right here. We press Control-C again, and then we come back to our document, and then press Control-V, which then pastes the entire text right there. For some reason, since I have the black theme, the dark theme on YouTube, it has it where the outline is, of course, black. So I'm going to press Control-A to highlight everything. The highlight color will be white, and then the text color will be black. That looks much better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my notepad right here, and I'm going to grab my regular link to my YouTube video. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to minimize that. And then right in my description in this document somewhere, I'm just going to paste this link right there. So Control-V, then paste the link. You could then highlight this, and then press Control-K to hyperlink that. And then that'll just have it to where there's a link in the document right there, and then that's of course like a backlink right there. And then what you could also do is you can grab your watch link. So you can copy this, We go back to the Google Doc, and then you want to highlight the main keyword that you're trying to rank for. So you should have it in your description. That's what I recommend doing, you know, kind of near the top, so that this way you have a much better chance of ranking for that specific keyword. So this is what I always like to do before I even record a video. I like to have a specific title set in place, and you know, like a few keywords, you know, that I'm, of course, you know, like trying to rank for, as well as a short description laid out that I could just insert into this in my main description template right here. So you can then highlight your main keyword that you're trying to rank for, and then you press on Control K. It'll bring up this right here. You can just paste in that watch link right there, and then you just want to click on the apply button right there. And now what you want to do is you want to go to the file button right here. You want to click on the option that says publish to web, and then you want to click on the button that says publish, click on OK, and then it's going to give you this link that you can copy. So you want to press Control C, go back to your document, and then you want to paste that new link right in that document right there. And then what you could do is you can close out Google Docs. And so what we did right here was we created a backlink for our YouTube videos using one of Google properties. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people tend to forget when it comes to YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine, which is actually owned by the biggest search engine, which is actually Google. So when you're using Google properties to create backlinks for your YouTube video, then it's a great way for them to see that you know, since you're using a big site like Google that they also own, then you know they're going to be willing to promote your video on the Google search engine right there. So that's actually a great way to get your video ranked much higher, is when you are using Google properties right there. So we're actually going to be using some more of them here. You want to go to the next one. We're going to be going into Google Slides. So you're going to want to open this one up. So we're going to open that up right there. And then once you have that open, just like before, what you're going to want to do is head back over to your YouTube video. We're going to want to scroll up a bit. And then we're going to want to copy that title again that you're trying to, of course, rank for, the keyword rather. So I'm going to highlight that, Control C. We go to the Google Slides. And then for our title, you guessed it, it is the keyword that we're trying to rank for. Once you have that in, you could delete this little title box right here. We could just get rid of that. And then what I personally like to do is I like to drag this little subtitle box down a bit to where it's kind of like right here, I think is a good spot. And then what you're going to want to do is grab your watch link. So just highlight that whole thing, press Control C, minimize that. Or we just go back to here. And then you just want to paste in that link right here. So paste that in, press Control A to highlight the whole thing, press Control K, and then it just hyperlinks the link right there. And then what you're going to want to do is insert your YouTube video that you have. So in this case, all you're going to want to do is click on the Insert button. You click on Video. And then this is going to bring up the window where you can, of course, include your YouTube video link right there. So I'm just going to paste in this same link again. We click on Search, and it's going to bring up our video right here. We click on that. We click on Select. And then it just brings up the video again right here. So there it is right there. I just like to, put it in the center. And once you have that set up, then you could, of course, go ahead and publish this to the web. So once again, press on File, click on the option that says Publish to Web. We click Publish. We click OK. It gives us another link that we could then put to our notepad right here. Control C, and then, of course, copies the link. You go back to your notepad, and then you just paste in the link right there. Once you do that, you want to hit Enter twice or Return twice if you're on a Mac computer, and then you could minimize the notepad right here. You could then close out the Google Slides application right there, and then you want to open up a new file, which is actually Google Forms. So this is going to be the next one. So it's going to be this one, and then there's going to be two other Google things that we're actually going to be doing. So for the most part, as you can see with this is pretty much just, like copying and pasting a bunch of stuff. So if you know how to copy and paste, then this is definitely something that you could of course do. It's, pretty much, it doesn't really take much skill to do this, but it is something that while it is rather simple, it can definitely have a huge impact on your channel in the long run if you do this rather consistently. But what you're going to want to do is head back over to your YouTube video, and as you guessed it, you copy your main keyword that you're trying to rank for. And the title, what is the title? It is your keyword that you're trying to rank for. We paste that right in there. Untitled forum, you could just put the keyword in there. Just, pretty much pasted that in again. Untitled question, we could just put in the keyword again, just like that. And then you want to click on the option that says add video. So once again, it brings up this same window right here. I'm just going to go back to my notepad, and then I'm just going to copy this link right here. You could copy either the watch link or the regular YouTube link. It really doesn't matter which one you use. I'm just going to copy the regular YouTube link. I'm going to minimize that. I'm just going to paste that link right here. And then I'm going to click on the option that says search. And then it'll bring up the video. You can just click on that, click on select, and it's going to paste in your video right there. Right here, you could just put that right in the center if you want. Doesn't really matter. So the main purpose of these different sites is not to make it, looks like super pretty where people are, of course, going to be visiting it. It's just going to show Google that your video is, of course, being shared with their properties, and that is going to be a great sign for Google, and of course, they're going to help your video rank much better right there. So we're going to copy our main keyword again, and where it says untitled video, you could just put in that keyword again. And right here where it says form description, right here you could just put in the description to your video right there. So I'm going to scroll down a bit, and then I'm just going to highlight this entire description once again. So we're going to click on Control-C. We go to the description right here. We paste that in. And just like that, then you could, of course, instead of hitting the publish button, this time we're going to click on the button right here that says send. So we click on that. I'm going to move my face real quick. There I am. Go back up a bit. Okay, whatever. It looks like my face kind of stuck right there. But you're going to want to click on where it says send via, it's this option right here, the middle one that says link. And then you're going to want to click shorten URL. And then you're going to want to copy this link right here. So Control-C, then copies the link. You go back into your notepad, and then you added another link to your list right here. So once you do that, then you can, of course, close this tab right here. And then we're back on Google Drive. And there's two more that we're actually going to be doing real quick. And then there's going to be a final step where we're just going to be posting pretty much all these links, and it's going to help your video rank much better. But the next one that we're going to be using is called Google Drawings. And again, I know this can seem a bit tedious, especially if you're just doing this for the first time. But as long as you're doing this, it can definitely help your channel in the long term. And once you get this down, you could pretty much do this in like about maybe 10 minutes or so. So it really doesn't take that long once you, of course, get the hang of this. But once you have Google Drawings open, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have your thumbnail in place. So if you are creating videos on a regular basis, ideally you should have some sort of thumbnail that, of course, is going with your video. And your thumbnail should have the main, it should be named the keyword that you're, of course, trying to go for. So if you have that in your computer, what you're going to want to do is click on the insert button. Or actually, before you do that, you want to go back to your video, and then for the name of the Google drawing, you're going to want to use your keyword again. So I'm going to copy that, paste that right here, and then what you're going to want to do is insert that thumbnail that you've, of course, created, right? So you're going to want to go to Image, Upload from Computer, and I think I might have accidentally deleted it because I was trying to delete a bunch of storage earlier, but luckily I do have it on Fiverr, so I'm actually going to go ahead and find that thumbnail real quick. So I'm going to pause this real quick. There it is. Thanks, friend. Thanks again for creating those thumbnails for me. Shout out to you, Desney, for creating these awesome thumbnails. I really like your work. But we're going to go back to Google Drawings here, and then I'm going to insert that file into my into this document right here. So upload from computer, and then I'm going to include that link right there, or that file right there. We click on open, and then it's going to open that file right there. Once you have that in, you're going to want to go back to your notepad. You're going to want to highlight your you're going to want to take your link to the video, copy that, and then right here, once you have the little thumbnail, of course, highlighted where it has like this blue outline, you want to click on it, press Control-K. It's going to bring up this link. Then you could, of course, paste your YouTube link right here. Once you paste that in, you could just click on Apply, and then it's going to have your video link right there. And then once you do that, you just, again, go back to File, click on Publish to Web, and just like before, we hit Publish. It gives us another link that we could use. And we click on Control C, copies the link. And then once again, you want to add it to your list right here. So go back here, press return twice or enter twice, minimize that, and then there's one more that we're going to be doing. And then once we do that, then we could, of course, pretty much paste these links on a, I'll show you exactly where, but you want to click on new, go to more, and then you're going to want to go to this option that says Google Sites. So this is going to be the last one that we're going to be using. And I know that it showed like a few other ones that you could, of course, use as well. We're not going to be worrying too much about those. But it's mainly just these ones that I've, of course, went over here. You really just, you really only have to worry about like these ones right here. There isn't really much of a benefit to using the other ones. But once you go to Google Sites, you're going to want to take your keyword again. So going back to our video, I know this can get tedious, but if you do this consistently, it can help your channel grow. And keep in mind, all you're doing is really just copying and pasting. Once you get the hang of this, then it's definitely something that could, of course, help your channel in the long term right there. But going back to Google Sites, we put in that same keyword. Page title, you can just highlight the whole thing, put in the keyword. And then I'm going to scroll down a bit. And then we're going to want to find the option that says YouTube. So we click on that, brings up this window again. What do we do next? You guessed it. We take our link, we copy that, and then you want to paste it right in this field right here. Click on search, we grab our video, click select, and yada yada. It just brings in the video right here. We could just drag that right to the center right there. And then what we're going to do next is you're going to click on this option right here that says text box. So we're going to click that, puts the text box right under the video. And then right here, I'm just going to grab my entire description again to the entire video. So I'm going to highlight this, highlight all that, Control C, go back to Google Sites. We paste that right in there. I'm going to move my face a bit. And then right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to paste in the link to your YouTube video. So we grab the link, Control C, minimize that, and then we could paste that link right there. Here we could highlight the link. We can, of course, highlight it, press Control K to hyperlink it, and that, of course, will help it much better. But then what you're going to want to do is head back over to the top, and then you're going to want to highlight your main keyword again that you're trying to rank for. So in my case, it's how to do Amazon affiliate marketing step-by-step tutorial 2020. I'm going to highlight the entire thing, and then I'm going to press Control K. Brings up this box right here. We paste in that link, and we click on apply. And then once you do that, then you're pretty much all set to go. You just want to go over to this button right up here. This is publish. And then this step right here, it's going to ask you to put in like a keyword that you could, of course, use. Now, what you want to do is you want to be able to fit an entire keyword in here without going over the maximum amount of characters. So in this case, it looks like there isn't enough characters to put in any more. Yeah, so it says like up to 30 characters. So if your main keyword is too long to put in this field, what you're going to want to do is go back over to your YouTube video, and you're going to want to find a keyword that is rather shorter, maybe like a secondary one you could use. So like, I could maybe use like this one, Amazon affiliate marketing strategy for beginners. You could then take this keyword and then maybe put it in that field right there. So I'm actually going to remove all the spaces. Sorry, my PC is being a bit slow here. So we remove all the spaces. Let's delete that real quick. All right, so we can highlight all that text, and then we can paste that right there. Hopefully that'll fit. Looks like that didn't fit, but in this case, I'm just going to put in Amazon affiliate marketing. Usually, I do have like one like short keyword that I of course use, but what you want to do is you want to find a short keyword that can fit in the text and one that is not already taken. So this one's saying it's already taken. Someone put in, like 2020. Will that work? That'll work. So then what you're going to want to do is highlight this link right under here. Highlight the whole thing, press Control C. Then you want to add it to your notepad, right like that. And we're going to, for some reason it puts in like 2 lines right there, so I'm going to move that up here. And then once you do that, you're going to want to hit the button that says publish. And just like that, then we just did the entire strategy with the Google properties right there. So once you have all these links in your notepad, what you're going to want to do is go over to your notepad and then highlight all the text. So press Control A and then press Control C to copy it. And then you're going to want to minimize that. We're going to go to a site called pingfarm.com. And this is where you could index all of your links that you have, all of your YouTube links and your backlinks that you just created with the Google properties. So we're going to scroll down a bit here. We go to this field right here. We paste in all the links. And as you can see, it put in like a space in between each link, just to kind of organize everything better. And that's why I recommended, doing like, pressing enter twice after each link that you put in. And then what you're going to want to do is go over down here. And here it asks for the keywords that you're, of course, wanting to rank for. So what you're going to want to do is, ideally, I would prefer if you have either TubeBuddy or vidIQ installed. If you have one of those plugins, what you could just do is go over to the side of your video, and it'll have like all of your keywords laid out right here. You just press on this button that says Copy To. It'll bring up this little field right here. You just press on Copy to Clipboard. And then once you have that, you can go back to PingFarm, paste in all of your keywords right there. So I'm just going to press on Control V, paste in all the links right there, and then you're going to want to make sure each of these boxes are checked. So it usually checks all of them except for these last two. Not really sure why, but once you have that all set up, then you could just press on the button that says Mass Ping. And what we did right here is we just created backlinks for your YouTube video, as well as indexing them into this platform right here. So this is going to help YouTube find your video much better, and they're going to see that since it's being shared on so many different sites that are that's also part of like Google, then it's going to see that your video is likely doing very well, and they're going to want to rank your video much better. So this is a great, very powerful strategy that you could of course use. I know it may have seemed a bit tedious, maybe a bit long if you're of course doing this for the first time, but it is something that if you do this rather consistently with each of your videos, it can definitely help you rank your videos much better in the long term. But anyways, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And if you'd like to learn more about how to really build a long-term business online through the concept of affiliate marketing, where you could be your own boss, you could work on your own terms and all that type of stuff, then my very first link down below will give you access to a free training that will go over exactly how you could build your own business online, how to really become your own boss online. So that's exactly what that training is going to go over there. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video helpful. If you did, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this a thumbs up, all that type of stuff. And anyways, take care.